Immortality is a full-motion video game from Half Mermaid Productions and Xbox Game Pass's latest day one available title, of which I played on an Xbox Series X. Yes, I actually played through this game prior to making a review. In Immortality, players search through film archives to unravel the mystery behind the disappearance of actress Marissa Marcel, with clips largely pertaining to the raw footage from the creation of 3 of her films. This is a full-motion game that actually requires a good deal amount of control. Players scrub through film archives and they save images, opening up new files based on matching like images. It's a valiant effort to gamify film editing, but I feel like more could have been done. You're not actually assembling a film so much as scrubbing through. If the controller vibrates or music gets ominous, it's a sign that a hidden film lies underneath. So you have to scrub backwards, and I actually found this to be more trouble than it probably should have been. Like, sometimes you could just hit back on the D-pad, sometimes you had to try to match the speed, but it brings up these ghostly scenes that are actually where most of the story of Immortality lies, as watching takes from movie footage is mostly just for clicking through on the obvious object it wants you to open a new file from. And it doesn't help that there's no real indicator showing whether or not you got all of the correct images out of a clip. So your inner completionist is going to do a lot of unnecessary scrubbing. I don't know, maybe if the frame turned gold to signify that you completed this clip, that would have been nice. There's a serviceable job done to represent the 3 eras of footage. The 60s and 70s look particularly authentic, 1999 not so much. Performances are strong, and everything seems to be captivating enough to keep you going, even if the story doesn't completely make sense. You'll probably get to an actual credit screen before making heads or tails of what's actually happened. Yeah, this is aimed at the David Lynch crowd, where projecting and metaphors over actual explanation is all the rage. Now for the dark side of the matter. This is billed as a horror film, but it's really an erotic thriller. There is all stages of nakedness about, well, pertaining to the female cast. You're going to see star and newcomer man-engaged boobies throughout this game. And I feel like Immortality is really a paradigm shift in gaming, and not necessarily for the good. Because look, this is skating by with an M17 rating, which usually means there's some violence, somebody bleeds, oh, we may have game animated boobies here and there, but this is actual naked women. And we're not giving this an AO rating? Come on. The ESRB completely dropped the ball on evaluating this, which tells me that they actually don't play the games of which they assign a rating. And so under the guise of FMV, we have snuck a Skinamax film into Apple's rather Puritan App Store. And Game Pass is even giving you porn at this point, with these satanic undertones. I didn't get scared playing Immortality so much as apprehensive and kind of just ashamed. But Vaughn, you can't complain about it because it's set in the 60s and 70s. The women are supposed to be objectified back then. It's keeping with the times. Look at it like this. The Game Awards are almost certainly going to give a Best Performance Award to Man Engage for getting naked in Immortality. Because who else went that far, huh? All these other people doing motion capture or voice work? Nah, this is actually stripping. How can you beat that with traditional video games? Is this going to result in some arms race to make all these FMV titles really push the envelope? I give Immortality a 7.5 out of 10.
If you appreciate a YouTube channel that doesn't just pad out content to get to the 8-minute mark so that it can hammer you with ad breaks, then you should subscribe to my son's channel. You just got done watching it.